What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Cooking with Clams. I don't know if you could see the backdrop, you know that we're not in Key West. I'm actually in Ireland again, here with my sister and brother-in-law, and we are mainly staying in Uachtarán. And I'm gonna try to put together a couple of things. I'm gonna show you some of the scenery. Fingers crossed, I think we're gonna go get mussels, might do some fishing, might visit salmon farm, we'll see. I'm not sure just yet what we're doing, but I can guarantee you we are doing something, and I'm gonna kind of put it all together. I don't know if I'll do separate episodes, but it's gonna be a little snippets, try to show you guys some of the scenery and everything. And like I said, I am here with my sister. So this is my sister Jen. Let me make sure I got you there. This is my sister Jen, and you won't see her husband because he does not like to be on camera.
Camera shy.
So you'll see the two of us. And like I said, we got a couple of things planned. Hopefully they pan out. And
We'll plan them out and then they'll pan out.
We'll plan them to pan them, and then put them in the pan. But whatever we do, I'll take you guys along and we'll have a fun adventure. But check out this scenery. Okay, so one of the things, there's just some cows hanging out over here. Hey guys. The landscape here is unbelievable, and especially for things like that. Unbelievable. Alright, let's go. Little guy there hasn't been sheared. Your turn's coming, pal. Well, cheers.
Sláinte.
We got blue skies. It's like a rarity. The markings are marked by the herders themselves. The owner of these sheep mark them in such a way, I don't know if you can actually hear me, but they mark them in such a way so that they can tell which sheep are theirs, and that's what the red and blue spots are. So, just waking up, woke up to a certain sound. Look out the window. No, I'm not going to go out there because she's with her calves and probably very protective. But yeah, this is one of the joys of waking up in Ireland. That was one hell of a wake-up call, having these guys at the window. Okay, our cow friends are gone. We got in touch with a mussel farm, Killary Mussels. Now, I asked if there would be anyone available to kind of take us around the farm. They said not today, but, and this would never happen in the U.S. They said, well, we'll give you the code to the gate. You can head over there and collect. Now, what that means, we're not even sure. We're going to go over there and find out. We might be up to our waist in water pulling mussels, or there might be a bag of mussels there. I have no idea. It's about an hour away from where we are in Uachtarán. And so we'll get there in a little bit and we'll find out together what collecting mussels is all about. So it might be a little bit hard to see, but behind me, this is the mussel farm. She said that there were clams and oysters here as well. and they have all of them set up there on the ropes in their baskets. So I'm not sure if this is the clams, the oysters, the mussels, or it could be all of them. But I do believe that they're growing them on ropes. So we're getting closer to the gate. We're going to be there in about 10 minutes. And hopefully there's someone there to answer some of these questions. All right, so this is the first gate. Oh, you're gonna have to back up. Or all right, first gate down. This is pretty cool so far. I think we're just grabbing a couple of pounds of oysters. I think they set them aside for us, but so far this is really cool. So, interesting fact, oyster farming was actually discovered. It was an Irishman, last name Watson, and he was marooned in, I believe, France, and he had set up these poles with netting to try to catch waterfowl for sustenance. And then when he went out and he pulled the poles out, there were mussels growing on the poles. So he figured out that if you put them out there, you could farm mussels. And it wasn't until later that they started using the rope technique, which is even better. But originally it was they would put the poles out and the mussels would collect on them. So pretty fascinating. It's because of the noise here.
Oh yeah, it's a bit noisy over there, all right, yeah.
All right, so I'm here with the owner, Simon. So tell me about the farm.
Right, yeah, so you're here on Killary fjord shellfish farm, where we grow mussels, and then after growing them, harvesting, we bring them in here to the shore where we depurate them, grade them, debist them, package them and send them out, mainly Connemara and some of it then up into Dublin.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you were to eat mussels in this area of Ireland, it's coming from this farm.
Oh, it would be, yeah.
Okay.
Here in Connemara, more than likely, yeah.
Okay. I have had these mussels before.
Okay.
Right? At Powers? Yeah. We had them. We had them last night.
Yeah. You had them last night.
We had them last night. So
they were definitely ours anyway, yeah.
Perfect. And how long have you been here?
Since 1989.
Since 1989. Okay.
A few years now. Yeah.
Well, great. Yeah. And all of this is all yours as far as that goes.
No.
No. Okay.
There's other farmers here as well.
Okay.
So,
well, yours is the best farm.
Well, it's not so much that. It's all the others that they would everything that they'd harvest most of it would go to processing plants.
Okay.
And from there on, it's usually off into Europe or supermarket chains and that. Whereas we just focus on fresh only.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you giving me the time. I know you said it's your busy season. I pulled you away.
It is, yeah.
But I appreciate it, and we're going to enjoy the mussels. And
these bloody midgets.
They
make it so irritating, don't they? No.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah. So.
All right. So the next stop, we got to go get some stuff to cook with the mussels. We might pick up some razor clams and oysters as well here. We just found out that they have those, so I couldn't pass that up. But I want to focus on the mussels. But I want to run into town. There's some edible plants I've seen around where we're staying, and I'm going to grab some of those and then run into town and maybe grab a cider to steam the mussels in.
That's a dozen enough.
Perfect.
And we got your few clams there as well. So there you go.
Okay. Perfect.
Now, are you going to have some sort of a container to put them in your vehicle or what?
Yeah, we have it.
Right.
All right, so this is something I want to point out. Anytime that you get shellfish, whether it be mussels, clams, if you put it in a plastic bag and you tie it shut, you will kill the clams and mussels. They have to breathe, they need oxygen, and that's why they put them in mesh bags or netting like this. And that way, the clams and the mussels can breathe oxygen, they don't get suffocated and die, and you will have healthy clams when you get home. There are all these flowers here, all beautiful wildflowers, and this is what I'm interested in. These guys right here. So these are nasturtiums, and these are edible, and they have like a peppery flavor to them. They kind of taste like arugula. So, as you know, if you're familiar with my channel, I have to steal some kind of foliage from someone's yard. But this is along the street. We're gonna grab a couple of these flowers to throw in our dish. I'm in the ditch. But yeah, I'm gonna grab a couple of those. We're not actually on anyone's property, so this is fair game. We ran into town to get those nasturtiums and a couple other things, and my sister's behind the wheel here. You all right?
Oh, there's a friggin' another one.
This is in front of us. Our friends from this morning. Drive a little closer, Jen. Our friends from this morning have
Look at this big mama.
Oh wow.
Out of here.
So
It's all right. You have to go away.
we might not be cooking for a little bit until we can get these guys out of the way. Oh. Careful, Jen.
I want to give them room, Jack. They're afraid of. It's not going to be that.
Okay, so for our mussels, I have garlic. We went down to into town, and there's a farm here called Uncle Matt's, and it's where everyone seems to get their local produce from. But this garlic is unbelievable. It's amazing. And then I have fennel with it. If you're unfamiliar with fennel, it's also called anise. It has a little bit of a licorice flavor, but it's really, really nice with seafood. And then we have a leek, which also just goes amazing with seafood. It's kind of like a cross between garlic and an onion, has a nice sweet taste to it. And when you cook it down, it gets almost buttery. It's really, really nice. And then last but not least, I have just a white onion. Do about half of that. And then we're gonna save these, the tops that are over here. We're gonna save that as a garnish for after. And we're gonna keep that as slices. We're not gonna dice that. Actually, we'll do the whole onion. And then what I actually have as well, I have some sausage that is pork and leek. So I'm going to take that out of the casing, and that's what we're going to start our pan with. Okay, I have my pan on medium warm, medium hot. Oil in. And I am going to break the casing on these. Now my sausage is pretty much cooked through, and I know you see a lot that's stuck to the bottom there. That's okay, because we're going to deglaze that, and all that's going to come up. But for now, we're going to put in our fennel, leek, and garlic. Fennel, leek, garlic, onion. And we're going to sweat that down. We're going to add a bit of salt to help get that moving. That's going to help that veg sweat down. That salt's going to pull a lot of moisture out of there. Now we're going to throw in a big old chunk of butter. And now our mussels. And yes, I know you're probably asking, why wouldn't you use a bigger pot? Well, the short answer to that is, this is the biggest pot in the house that we're in. So this is what we have. So now all you're doing is just kind of letting the chill come off of those mussels. As you can see, some of them are opening up already. But we want to get that heat up nice and high. And then what we're going to add is some Irish dry cider. So we'll let that come up to heat and pour this in. And throw the lid on and let them steam for about probably 5 minutes until they're all opened up. Okay, they're starting to open, and that is exactly what we want right there. I'm going to give them a stir, put the lid on for maybe about another minute, but they're all starting to pop open. Man, they look good. And all of that sausage that was on the bottom of the pan, the acidity of the cider actually pulled it all out. So now we have this beautiful broth in there. It's going to taste so good. And give those about 30 more seconds. Beautiful. That's it. They're ready to go. And then we have the tops from the onions. Put those down. And we can't forget our nasturtium flowers. All right. We have our, and of course, a piece of bread. It is a perfectly dreary, cloudy Irish day here. It couldn't be better. But this will brighten up the day for sure. You want
Absolutely, looks gorgeous.
a piece of bread?
Yes, please. Thank you.
All right, dig in.
All right, it smells fantastic. I've been smelling it and salivating.
That broth. We might need spoons rather for the broth. How are they?
They're perfect.
Yes.
Yeah, they're so good.
Ready to dig in. So that's the thing. You just want the mussels to open up and pull them out. It only takes minutes. And let's taste this broth. Oh yes. It doesn't need much seasoning because the sausage, kind of that broth in the bottom has the mussel juice, a little bit of salt, the leek, the fennel, everything. And you don't taste the fennel. It doesn't taste licoricey. It just adds a little bit of sweetness. And I'm going to eat one of my nasturtiums.
It's got a good spice.
Ooh. It's like watercress or arugula.
Yeah, it's
It is nice.
peppery.
Well, all right, guys, we're going to enjoy this. And we're going to put the camera away so my brother-in-law can enjoy this as well. But we will see you on the next one. I'll try to get some more in Ireland, but I'm not sure. I kind of just want to enjoy my trip here. But this was a blast. And I'll see you on the next one.
Awesome.